Video game glitches are common. Sometimes it's a simple glitch. A texture is missing, an NPC walks through an object or a surface that they shouldn't, or sometimes a character can appear to be floating above the ground for no apparent reason. They come in all shapes, sizes, and forms, and sometimes the things a glitch procures is the stuff of nightmare fuel, unintentionally of course. So today we are taking a look at a handful of buggy instances and our favorite titles that have spooked us or left us feeling quite uncomfortable, with our list of the top 10 scary video game glitches. Let's get to it. Starting us off in at number 10, Fallout New Vegas. The spinning heads. One of the worst glitches to encounter in a game is when an NPC's neck turns to rubber and their head just goes a-flailin'. It is not pleasant, and those of you who have played Fallout New Vegas may be more acquainted with that kind of glitch than others. Now in the game there's a character named Don Mitchell who appears early on in the narrative. His head rolls around like he stepped out of an Exorcist movie. And worst part is, this glitch can spread and corrupt other NPCs too, causing their necks and heads to do the exact same thing. Ha! Turns out this bug was an easy fix though. All most players had to do was reconfigure the game's settings or simply re-download it. But still, it is a disturbing experience that we would rather have passed on altogether. In at number 9, Skyrim and the Air Swimmers. Games with massive open worlds are always prone to having some serious glitching. Typically the kind that is harmless, at least when it comes to, not breaking the game. Skyrim's Air Swimmers are a prime example of that. Throughout the game, as you travel around to different towns and cities, sometimes you'll come across various citizens glitching out. And one popular glitch in particular features those citizens swimming through the air, that is. While it is not your traditional creepy glitch, it's still unsettling to say the least, especially when you're not expecting it. Turn a corner and bam, random dude swimming past you in the air. You can also interact with them too, which makes it extra freaky, especially with one woman named Lammy who swims towards you in the middle of the night and then says, "The gods know what you've done," when you talk to her. Yeah. Maybe I'll avoid her and all the other air swimmers. In at number 8, Sherlock Holmes' nemesis. The creepy Watson. And at this number, we have more of an unsettling game mechanic than a proper glitch. Sherlock Holmes' Nemesis was a game released in 2007 for the PC. In it, you can switch between Sherlock and Watson at any given time, which is a pretty neat mechanic, except for one small factor. In order for this to work, the characters needed to be within close proximity of one another. This was long before the days of GTA 5, friends. And while Sherlock had a walking animation, Watson never got one. Meaning whenever you would walk away from him as Sherlock and then turn around, he would randomly appear in close proximity to you, as if you were some sort of teleporting ghoul. And at number 7, Surgeon Simulator 2013. The Bloody Tears. Surgeon Simulator's controls are intentionally wonky. It's a part of what makes the game a challenge and what adds a solid dose of hilarity to the title. Your procedures and operations are bound to go wrong. Now in the iPad version of the game, using the scalpel can have catastrophic events, especially if you use it on a patient's eye. You sick For starters, the eye starts shooting out bloody tears. If that wasn't bad enough, eventually their head begins to go mental, with their neck becoming incredibly flimsy and the head twisting and turning all over the place, spewing out blood. And eventually the patient's eye pops out and continues to bleed. You can imagine how that might be traumatic to some younger demographics playing the game. I mean, of course you'd poke the eye with a scalpel, it's hilarious though. And at 6, all of FIFA 17. Okay, to be fair, it is not all of FIFA 17's glitches that give us the heebie-jeebies. Really, it's a select handful of player glitches that contort their faces and bodies into erroneous horrors that have us spooked. Sometimes players' bodies get stuck inside one another. Sometimes players' faces will melt off their bodies and their limbs contort and their eyeballs seemingly roll back. Other times, players will get stuck in the ground, contorting in a way that looks absolutely agonizing. And of course, there's this famous glitch, the giant goalkeeper. This one has been spotted in many forms, with perhaps the creepiest being mostly legs and torso, with a kind of crab feel to it, and with no arms and a tiny motion capture-esque looking head. At least if it happens to you and it's your goalkeeper, you know there's no way in hell the opposing team is going to score. Silver linings? And at 5, Luigi's Mansion Suicidal Shadow. In Luigi's Mansion, there's a level in the game during a thunderstorm in which you're required to head up to the attic and use a phone to call for help. Now during this phone call, after a flash of lightning, players notice a particularly creepy shadow on the wall behind the phone that appears to be Luigi hanging from a noose. Yeah, the game uses dynamic lighting, meaning the way that Luigi's flashlight hits objects or the way that other light sources interact with the locations in the game are meant to feel realistic. But in this case, there's nothing there casting that shadow. While some believed it to be part of a creepy urban legend, it was later revealed that the eerie image was simply a lighting glitch, which makes sense considering the placement of Luigi's feet. If he were really hanging, his feet would be dangling thanks to gravity. Sorry, it's grim, but it's true. And at 4, Mafia 2: The Mannequin Mom. The Mafia franchise has been a long-running game series for years now. Mafia 2, one of the more critically acclaimed titles, well, if we're being honest, it's really just Mafia 3 that's kinda meh, features a glitch in its MacBook version that's hard to ignore. There's a glitch that turns your sweet old Italian mother into nightmare fuel. Her skin disappears, leaving a brownish, grayish, soulless looking creature staring back at you, which constantly flickers in and out of being that and then an NPC who I guess is just wearing a flesh suit. It is freaky as hell and looks borderline demonic. And at number 3, Skyrim and the Living Mannequins. Here we have yet another Elder Scrolls Skyrim glitch, one that is significantly creepier than our previous Skyrim mention. One of the things that you can do in Skyrim is purchase properties to become a Thane in that region. Now one of those houses, known as Honeyside Manor, which is pretty bougie, it's the house available in Riften, has a basement that has 2 mannequins that you can store your gear on, making it easy to swap out select pieces in your inventory. But those mannequins have been known to glitch, which has a creepy side effect. The mannequins will sometimes move like NPCs, sometimes appearing in different parts of the house, sometimes just moving their heads or being stuck to the ceiling, and others have claimed that they've stalked their player character too. While you can fix the glitch by adding or removing items from them or just simply leaving the manor, it's still pretty terrifying nonetheless, especially when you first witness it. You move in and there's a freaky mannequin just watching you. And at 2, Red Dead Redemption: The Manimals. If you've ever played Red Dead Redemption before, you might be familiar with this glitch. Lovingly called Manimals, it's a glitch that occurs when animals would spawn with the models of people, creating some creepy as hell hybrids. This includes a cougar man, a man bear pig, and one of the most famous concoctions, bird people. You fly around in the sky like birds, but are humans. While there's never been any explanation as to how the glitch occurs, it was eventually patched by Rockstar Games in an update. So in order to witness these atrocities, you would have to go into the game and delete the patch. I mean, really, if you want to see humans flying around like birds, this is a bit of work to do, but I guess it's kind of worth it. Worth it for the giggles. And finally, in at number 1, from The Sims: Demon Babies. Nothing like a contorted demonic baby to freak you the F out. The Sims franchise, which has been kicking around since the year 2000, has had its fair share of ridiculous glitches over the years. But perhaps the worst, or the most shocking, has come to be known as the demonic baby glitch from The Sims 3. It is a glitch that can be triggered in a number of ways. Putting certain things on the baby, downloading specific content, downloading corrupted content, you name it. And for whatever reason, whatever is in the code, it causes babies to stretch out, contort, and look like they've crawled up from the depths of hell. So hey, maybe you want a demonic baby after all. Alright, there you have it friends. What other video games have you encountered a scary glitch in? Give us a shout in those comments below and let us know. If you dug this video, spread the love, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for more lists just like this one. In the meantime though, thanks for watching guys. I'll catch you on the next video.